What's up? We got Arrow, Season 4, Episode 23, schism. Okay, so let's give my feelings toward Arrow Season 4. It wasn't that good. There were some points where I was like, oh, maybe this season is going to be good. But then there were some moments where I was like, oh, this season sucked. Like Felicity was written absolutely terrible. Felicity was written absolutely terrible. They killed Laurel, which didn't help the season. In the viewing of how this season is great. It's bad. There were some good episodes. Like I felt the restoration of Sarah's arc, how she went from feral to normal. That was a great arc. But then the following were just not that good. Felicity being the whiny child that I loathe was terrible. Diggle's brother's revelation just ruined his entire character arc for the first 3 seasons. And again, Laurel's death was one of the worst decisions. Mark Guggenheim the writer at the time didn't know what to do with her anymore, so killing her off was the only best way to deal with her storyline. So you don't have anything to do with her, so your next plan is just be like, yeah, you're dead, like have her go away or something. Like that's a better storyline. I guess their writing was pretty terrible back then because they decided to kill Laurel and have like some characters when the actor leaves, they usually ship them off. Don't kill him, just ship them off. Like if they had nothing story tell us, or have her leave. Have her just go on a boat and leave, not kill her off. Or they could have had her take down the Black Canary mantle. I know Arrow Season 4 came out 4 or 5, a long time ago, but I'm just saying. I just don't like the season. The season's a terrible season. Quentin was the worst of it. His and Donna's relationship was pretty boring. And you know who was also pretty boring in the relationship department? Thea. Roy came back, Roy came back, which I thought was pretty interesting. Tati came back, which I thought was pretty cool. But Nissa came back for 2 appearances, which I thought was 3 appearances, which I thought was pretty cool. But for the season, I gotta give the season for F because they really failed. Season 5 better be an L, a legend season, or an S for a super season, or an A for that was great, or G for that was great, because I hope that they can do better with this season than season 5. Because season 4, I hope that when I go to watch season 5 after I'm done reviewing the Flash season 3 after this video, that they really learn their lesson on season 4's problems and learn to do better with season 5. They make Felicity likable again. They do a bunch of other stuff that I hope that they do, and that I really hope that they do a bunch of great stuff that I hope that they do. Get it? Do. Okay. I can't do it right now. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, this episode starts off with Damien Darhk attacking Felicity from the end of last episode, which I forgot to mention, but Damien Darhk just showed up at Felicity's apartment, and he almost choked out Felicity's mom, but that's when Oliver randomly shows up. He just knew where Felicity was, and he's like, oh, this may not be your loft anymore, Oliver, but that window was very nice. I loved that line from Damien. That line was fantastic. Even though Damien isn't the best villain the show has had, that was a great line. Great line. Anyway, yeah, so he's like, so yeah. So then Thea goes out oh, Daimen, if you don't stop this, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill Nora Dark. So yeah. So then. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So anyway. Anyway, yeah, so they decided to go, so Damien Dark steal, so to protect his daughter, but Damien Dark saves his daughter, but Damien Dark steals the anti-Rubicon program. He still steals it. So, yeah, so now the world is ending. Diggle finally later on, but I'm gonna say it now. Diggle finally tells Lila about the truth about how Andy really died, but yeah. So we get some island flashbacks of Ty and killing Ryder, and then she's too consumed by the power of the idol, so Oliver's forced to kill her, but she still makes him the promise to go to Russia, which will be obviously the location for season 5 flashbacks, and go to Russia to find her family. That's his mission. That's his wish to her. So yeah, he's forced to kill her to stop her from trying to kill him. It's sad because that was kind of his friend, his kind of an ally for most of the season, even though she was kind of mad at him for him killing her brother, but that was in self-defense, since Oliver, one of Ryder's men told Tanya, Tanya's brother, I'm going to call Tanya, Tanya's brother to kill him, so he was doing it in self-defense, but it was kind of Oliver's ally. So she was kind of Oliver's ally. Oliver makes friends with a lot of women in the show. Too bad she had to he had to kill her because he didn't want to, but he had to he didn't want to because she was kind of like his friend, but he was forced to because obviously if he didn't do that, the idol was gonna make her kill him. But anyway, yeah. Felicity's like, hey, get her mom, and get out of town. So he's like, sure. And they start to leave town. So Oliver decides to go. Oliver decides to go. And so Oliver's about to give up when Curtis says about how he and his husband Paul were about to leave Star City after 3 terrorist attacks, but it was Oliver on TV appearances of Green Arrow being on TV that inspired them to stay. So he's like, yeah, if he can inspire him, he can inspire other people. So Oliver does a speech that inspires all the townspeople to want to go up against Damien Dark, just like they did in Arrow Season 3 against Brick, which kind of makes me miss that Season 3 with the Last Prince of Sin. It kind of makes me miss it. Yeah, so as they're leaving, Quentin hears Oliver's speech and decides to come back. Yeah, so decides to go to Oliver's. And yeah, so now the whole team were like, Dark, get out. So Felicity goes and she sees so Dark put a bullet into Cooper, and Cooper doesn't follow his order. He's gonna leverage that bullet into Cooper's spine, basically killing Cooper. But Felicity basically convinces Cooper to be a hero, which is like, I knew you betrayed me, Cooper Selden, Mr. Selden. So he just kills. He uses his mind to put the bullet up to Cooper's spine, killing Coop. And Felicity's like, I'm sorry, Coop, leaving. So Felicity just caused the guy's death. is that, how am I supposed to, and take this up? Yeah, so Oliver's like, so Dark's like, hey, Oliver, you spared the man that killed Moira. And he's like, with Slade Wilson, I didn't have to kill, but you killed Laurel. You killed but this time I have to. And he kills Dark. Boom, Dark defeated. And now, yeah, so the team gets together and Fussy's like, hey, Thea's like, hey, she's gonna leave. And she's like, because Laurel would tell her to get out because or if Laurel were here, she'd tell her to get, if Laurel was there, she'd tell her to get out of the team because she almost threatened a child, and she's the daughter of Malcolm Merlin. She's Malcolm Merlin's daughter, so she decides to go. So yeah, and even Diggle leaves because he blames the suffering Indy's death, and now it's just so yeah. So then we see so then Oliver speech inspires the people of Star City to elect Oliver as mayor, and now Oliver is the mayor of the city, and so then they look at the wreckage of the lair that the hive just caused, and Fussy's like, he's like, hey, I thought you were gonna leave, and she's like, nope, never, to end this season. So yeah, this season's completely forgettable. Fussy kind of got better at that end scene where she was like, because even though she and Oliver are not together anymore, she chose to stick with him. She chose to stick by his side, which kind of shows that the writers are kind of, yeah. But anyway, that was terrible. The finale was kind of boring. They didn't have like a cool battle, and Oliver did finally master the light, and that's how he's able to defeat Dark. Okay. That speech that he gave to the city was able to help him get the light that he needed to defeat Dark. Okay, I'm gonna say, as I said before in my previous season 4 review back on Arrowverse reviews, I found this episode very boring. They did nothing. Season 5 better have a better finale, because this is, when we get to it after review every episode, 5, but this is a boring watch. It's, I just don't know how to feel about this. I get two things. I get why Thea left, because Laura would have told her to get out because she kind of felt like she was losing some of herself by threatening a child, and Diggle leaving because he blames himself because he hasn't gotten over the fact that he killed his brother. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. That was it for this video, and I'll see you next time for the Arrow Season 5. Hopefully, this next season can rectify this train wreck.